your 20s are not for long-term relationships. They're not for kids. They're for self-development, fun, twerking in Miami, figuring out what you want.
Welcome back to the channel, THONLexy, here with another reaction. Joy Taylor was having a conversation with this upcoming comedian, and she was talking that loose 304 talk. It was sort of BW podcast banter that we typically hear on these female podcasts. And at first, it was sort of harmless. I didn't think we had anything. But then something interesting happened. She started trying to give advice to 20-year-old women.
Oh, hell no! Hell no!
And this is where it all went left. I don't know why women who have decided to go down a loose path.
Who you calling a hoe? I ain't no hoe.
And have decided to just let it all hang out there while they try to take all of the marriageable women with them. We must cross-analyze this. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell. Let's not waste 1 minute.
A large amount of flying. I've gotten a DM from a man that was like, "You trying to fuck?" And I was like, "Wow, that's so unoriginal."
He's, oh my, and they be just so unfuckable too, them ones.
Well, he was fuckable, but
Was
that's
he?
kind of the disappointment of it. I was like, damn, that's all the game you got? You got to hit me with some better shit than that. That's a terrible line.
Oh, honey, I would have said, send me 3 pictures in a bio. Submit your application,
No,
honey.
but sex is like, I don't know. Sex to me is so, like, I could not have sex with a stranger.
Well,
I could not have sex with a stranger.
I could not have sex with a stranger.
This is when I knew we had a trollop on our hands, everybody.
You're so loose and cheap.
Joy Taylor says, I can't sleep with a stranger. The 28-year-old comedian says, well, oh man. I'm not surprised that there are conversations in the modern day where women are literally borderline shaming other women for not being willing to have a one-night stand and be loose with their value. Let's get back into it.
But I just need I need an emotional connection of some level. Because I want to have to like really feel safe.
Yeah.
Or it's not going to feel good to me.
right.
And so that's really more the reason why I say like a stranger's doesn't work for me, because like there's not going to be an emotional connection. I'm not going to feel safe. I don't want to worry about being murdered throughout this experience.
Yeah.
It's not really my thing. A little just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not like real.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not, you trying to in the DMs is just not solid.
This is also what happens to post-wall women more than younger women who are still in their prime. Joy Taylor. Because again, when you waste your time and you blow your 20s, even if you're a good-looking woman, when you're 30 plus, you come back out into the dating market a little bit more apprehensive and nervous and willing to sort of put yourself out there than you used to be. And that's what really creates all of the hesitation. But Joy is still a better woman than this girl for not promoting one-night stands and sort of promoting some sort of process to vetting the man before you open your body up to him. Because women who think like the comedian are the women who are responsible for us having so many single mother-led households.
You're right. It's fact.
You know, that's funny. Okay, so just because I was in a relationship and married for a while, I wanted to have a one-night stand pretty bad. And I talk about this in my stand-up now, and I tried to. It didn't really work out. I tried to have sex with a stranger.
Hold on. So did it become a 2-night stand, or is that like that's why it didn't work?
It became we went on a date.
Goddamn, Joy.
And had some cocktails, went back to his place, and it was so little. Wait.
Worse.
Oh, I was like, why did you even bring me here? Why would you even bring anybody back here?
Now you gotta sit there with the you ate ass face.
Look how freely women get this body shame men. And publicly. Do you think that the guy who you are dealing with isn't going to see this podcast? I think you know that he is. And you might say you don't have any hard feelings towards him. But you know that when he sees this is going to hurt his feelings. And I say this to say, women do a lot of witch hunting of RP content creators and male advocacy content creating to be super venomous to other women for free 99.
Anybody.
And why don't you have like an extender or a strap, something? You know, give me something. Don't have me coming over here for nothing.
I would argue with you, but I have seen one of those before, and it's like, it's unfortunate, but
Little mushroom, like a little, just right on top of the balls.
But yes,
I'm sure he pee on his balls every time he pee.
It's my favorite insult.
It was bad.
So you were like, this is not the one night stand I want to have.
It just wasn't happening. It wasn't gonna happen. Like,
was it have girth at least?
Girl, it was barely anything. Like it
was like one of those little pickles.
It was a micro penis. It was tiny.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
it's stressing me out.
Baby, put your clothes back on.
No,
it's okay.
You didn't do him like that.
And he was like, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, poor thing.
I know. I felt bad. I was very kind to him.
You a liar.
You did not feel sorry for him. I know you didn't feel sorry for him because you're embarrassing him again. So he went through the humiliation of experiencing that when he dealt with you. And now he has to deal with the humiliation of a woman actually having a conversation about it and acting like she's considerate of what he was going through. And obviously she's just looking for an opportunity to embarrass this guy. I don't know if you live in the same community as this guy, but if you do, I'll probably keep your head on a swivel.
Watch your back.
But he shouldn't have brought me back there. Okay?
Maybe he thought, I don't know
what the fuck he thought.
No.
I don't know what you could have thought. What you thought you gonna come home and have a different situation? No. Come on now. Ain't no way.
Yeah, the micro penis is tough. It's tough.
To me, that's like me bringing a guy back to my place and I got Barbie doll coochie. It's just nothing there. What are we gonna do with that?
Barbie doll coochie.
Just smooth. No.
Really dumb. For real.
Your example, not even scientifically possible. The other example is something that the guy has no control over. And when men talk like this about big women and say, why would a big girl even expect to get a good man? Why would a big girl expect to get a high value guy? Why don't big girls just accept whatever they can get? Women have very hostile reactions to this. But when a man is lacking in some way, women say, don't even try to play. Just stay home. Don't even try. Don't even give an effort. Remember, she tried to originally preference this as if she felt bad for this guy or whatever. But the humiliation ritual continues.
I need some of my brothers to go into the old museums and get the whipping post out. That's right.
Just smooth.
I was like, what?
Smooth.
Oh,
Come
okay,
on.
yeah, like there's no parts.
No parts. That might as well been that.
I don't like to body shame people.
People gonna rip me up for body shaming.
But I have done the same thing. Not like in a one night stand situation, but like I've been like prepared.
You got to know him.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Oh no, I adored that person. So I was like, oh my God.
Did he tell you ahead of time?
No, I don't think he thinks it is.
I've been saying this on my show for 3 years, that a black woman could be looking at a man who has everything that they need on paper. He checks off all the boxes. But if he doesn't make her cuckoo tingle, he doesn't have any value. And this is what Mr. Samuels was trying to bring forward a long time ago in his discussions when he used to say that BWs are looking for a tingle. I remember that. I never forgot that. And because it still rings true today, we have women who literally could have the ideal partner standing in front of them, somebody who they've already even had an emotional connection with. They're willing to pass up on a life of provision and protection for stimulation. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be pleased in bed if you're a woman. But I'm saying that if you're a woman, in the dating market, when it comes to getting married, it's not wise to prioritize being stimulated in bed as high as a man can prioritize it. Seeing that we don't need your money and we don't really look for you to take care of us, how good you are in bed is a standard that a man can actually move further to the top of his priorities before we start doing the whole comparison thing.
Most interesting thing I ever received in my DMs was, I do angry cooking videos where I'm like, I'm angry a lot. People are like, you're so mad. I'm like, yeah, I am. But a guy DM'd me and asked me to look at his page and send him a video of me roasting him for 1 minute and he would pay me for it.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
I want to go back to the one night stand thing. What is it that what is interesting about it to you? Or is it just like a box you want to check?
It's like a box I want to check maybe, or thought I wanted to check.
Finding a space for yourself sexually as a woman.
Yeah.
When and I don't even know if it's just religious, but certainly I can only speak to my experience. The constant like reaffirming that sex is evil, and sex is only meant for marriage, and that if you're not a virgin, you are useless, and you know that you could never have a child with someone that you're not married to.
Right.
And there's just all of these constant things like, if you even think about it, you're wrong. And like, if you do, and it puts this insane pressure on sex that you don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Right.
You don't feel comfortable experimenting to see what you like. You don't feel comfortable moving into certain phases with people that you love.
Yes.
You put almost too much emphasis on the act itself that it causes you anxiety and you're not actually enjoying it because you feel like you're doing something wrong as opposed to something natural.
Yes.
And for me, I'm very protective of my sexual freedom because it took me a long time to develop the skill to be comfortable with like, okay, this is my choice. I'm choosing to do this.
Yes.
This person doesn't owe me anything, or they do owe me something, like, and I'm reasonable about what it is they owe me. You know, like I've invested this amount of time in them. They've invested in me. This is the appropriate response the next day because of that. You know, like you move as an adult, you know, with like a level of emotional intelligence once you achieve that. So that's good that you're doing that.
Absolutely. And that's one reason. There's multiple reasons why I started Jazz After Dark, the podcast, but everything you just listed is why. But it's mainly, it's like, I can't even call my girlfriends and talk about sex with you guys because y'all are like, oh, girl, I don't know, girl. I don't know. Well, what do you like in the bedroom? Girl, I don't know, girl. Damn, we can't even have an open conversation as women so we can actually take control of our own experiences.
Please.
Maybe it's because they're private. Maybe it's because the moment that a lot of you women get to talking about how good your guys are in bed, here come you guys coming through the back door trying to like steal them away. A lot of girls know that if they brag about their experiences, all it does is tip their friends off to what they have, and women know how manipulative and evil women can be. And I don't think that women are great friends to each other in this regard, especially women like you. If a girl tells you that she got her back blown out great and it was the best thing she ever experienced, women like you will be sitting back in the cut looking to try to steal them away. That's why a lot of women are private. Let's get back into it. She's nuts.
And then also back to the one night stand thing, it's like, women have so many rules. Like, I only wait 90 days, or Steve Harvey said you got to wait 90 days or whatever. As if like, if a man's going to respect me, a man should respect me the first time I meet him.
Who the hell told you that? Who told you that a man's supposed to respect you just because he knows you? He doesn't even know if you're respectable. I mean, I think he owes you baseline courtesy, if that's what you mean. A man should be courteous, you know, mannerable. But if a person is respectable, it's to be determined.
Men don't gain respect for you, okay? They either respect you or they don't. So I'm not here for like respectability politics as if I wait, he will respect me more. No, I'm looking for a man that respect me day one.
Yeah.
Okay? Because before we do it, you gon' rub my feet, you gon' beg, actually.
That's ridiculous. But men aren't even looking to be valued in a long-term sense day one. This is delusional woman math. That in day one, you get queen treatment.
I'm bored. I want to be entertained.
And they do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, respect me immediately.
That's not happening.
Wait, let me tell you what happened.
I don't care.
A podcast openly talking about throwing her box around willy-nilly. A woman who is obviously loose. A woman who is, I think, divorced, and you're a single mother, and you just owe respect out of the gate. And I'm not saying that men should be able to disrespect you, but I just don't think women should walk around in the dating market acting like they're owed anything.
I think my waiting policy is more for me. Yeah. Like, it's not about, is this person going to respect me? Like, you can make somebody wait a year, or you can make someone wait 2 days.
Did you hear that, 304? It's about her value, not about whatever it is you were talking about. It's about making sure that she doesn't have too many bodies, because eventually she's going to have to settle down. Now, Joy Taylor isn't a good example. I don't like her representing the voice of reason, but she sure is more moral than you are.
Somebody on the first night, it doesn't, to your point, they either respect you, they like you, or they don't. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's more about like me getting to a place where I feel emotionally and physically safe to do it. So it's,
That's your power, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
No, it's not our
women
power.
and a lot of, you're absolutely right. Like
It's a
women
decision.
were taught not to talk about these things.
Yeah.
Men can be brash. Men can talk about these things. Men can talk about them. These, you know, boys will be boys, all of that.
Yeah.
And when women talk about it, you are, you know, considered to be fast or slutty. You're talking about things that everyone does.
Right.
Like, we're not getting into the nuances of what you particularly like in the bedroom.
Right.
But like, or maybe you are, you know, but that doesn't mean it. That doesn't mean you're a certain type of person. It just means that you are a sexually active adult.
Right.
And I think destigmatizing sex well, it's not that sex has been destigmatized, but we talked about it a couple weeks ago where there are more women in their 40s having children
Here we go again. Damn.
now
Yeah.
than
Oh man,
there are teenagers.
I know where this is going.
Which is how it should be.
Right.
Not necessarily that you need to have kids in your 40s, but, you know, children shouldn't be having children.
Right.
What are you talking about that's how it should be? There's simply just more women having babies at 46 than there ever has been. That doesn't mean that that's how it always should be. It could be proof that women are growing healthier in some regards. But that doesn't mean that it speaks to that's the way that it should be. Geriatric pregnancy is still set where it's been set, about over the age of 36. You only hear women like Kendra G, Joy Taylor, Tia Mowry, Nia Long. They all try to change the rules once their possibilities and their opportunities dry up.
Yeah, and if we can do this sex
Make it up,
education,
man.
if we can destigmatize sex in a way that people feel comfortable asking for condoms, asking for birth control, having conversations with their parents about when they want to become sexually active, as opposed to being like, don't have sex ever.
That's what my parents told me. Stop. When they found out I wasn't a virgin, now everybody just calm down. It just stop, you know? And I was like, okay, well, I guess, you know, I'll try.
Like, what is that achieving though?
Stopping her from having a baby before she's supposed to, stopping her from ending up plummeting her value before she meets a good husband. Plenty.
Gotcha.
Enjoy. This is why I don't like you representing the voice of reason. Because even though you're not busting down as much as this chick, you're very delusional in your way of thinking. Very delusional. Let's get back into it.
Men are encouraged to do the absolute fucking most.
Yeah, and they're given the tools.
Given the tools,
Yeah.
they're encouraged at a young age. They have conversations younger.
Yeah.
Like 6th grade.
Yeah.
Like 6th grade.
No.
If a boy talked to me in 6th grade, I was like, oh, like, what? And then everybody changes. You know, everyone goes on their own, grows at their own pace. But
Yeah.
it's such a different world.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that, and I did a whole YouTube video about like things I would tell myself in my 20s, and when girls who are in their 20s like are on my live, I say, go watch that video. And one of the main things I say, your 20s are not for long-term relationships. They're not for kids. They're for self-development, fun, twerking in Miami, figuring out what you want to do with your life, crying and laughing and hanging out and developing community and moving to somewhere else that you didn't grow up. It's not for giving birth. It's not for finding a husband. You know, you do that when you're 30 in your 30s.
Buy a dog, cat, die alone. Because no man deserves to suffer you.
Nothing could be further from the truth. This is actually really, really bad advice passed down from baby boomer black women. I always say nobody sold BWs out more than older black women from the 80s and 90s. They told black women, hey, these men who hurt me, they hurt me so bad that I'm going to tell you to focus on men in the back end of your life. Because I don't want you to get hurt the same way I did, even though really I just picked the wrong men. It wasn't even so much that I was treated badly by all the black men. I just picked the wrong ones. And now I'm going to tell you to delay your prime years and focus on men in your 30s, even though I've never seen that work with any other broad. This is what ends up happening. You have younger women who adopt it, and then they go out into their 20s, even if they're pursuing a successful career in comedy. They're throwing their hot pocket around like nobody's business.
Bitches ain't shit. She'll fuck your homeboy.
They're throwing their hot pocket around like nobody's business. They're bragging about one night stands. They're aspiring to have one night stands. And what do you think? There's going to be a guy waiting there at your 30s, seeing all this content of you talking about how much of a 304 you are, and you think he's going to be like, oh, okay, well, since you're done being loose on the internet, you ready to come be my wife now that you're done being loose? And I will say, you are a beautiful woman. You're a good-looking woman. You're not even a bad-looking woman. You're fit, so many regards. Your hair isn't your own.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
But besides that, I mean, you're a good-looking woman. Even if you're bald head, you're probably still a good-looking woman. But the way you think is trash. Everything about everything you had to say would only lead 20-year-old women into hellfire. I'm really confused why you're even trying to kick game out. Why don't you just be funny? Enjoy being cute. Run the streets. If you decided you want to be a trollop and that's the way you want to do it, go do it. But why bring other younger women down with you? Stop it. Hit the subscribe button on your way out of the room. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time we post content just like this. It's THONLexy. I'll see you guys on the next one.